If in oneself there is still a sense of shame and fear to do something good, it is a guarantee for that person is not going to the meeting he had with the progress of a single step. People who manage to take advantage of the mistakes that he did, and will try again to perform in a different way. The real threat is actually not when the computer begins to think like a human, but when humans begin to think like computers. Learn from the mistakes of others. You cannot live long enough to do all the fault itself. If people hold on to the belief, then there goes skepticism. However, if people have already started to hold on to skepticism, then there goes the belief. Because humans will love him, being saved him disgrace for himself, does not seem real to him though. The outlook despite how small the amount. The absence kanala that makes people afraid to face challenges. And I believe in myself. Our greatest pride is not never fail, but bounce back every time we fall. Be the man who at birth everyone laughing happily, but only you yourself were crying, and the death of all the sad cry, but only you yourself smiling. We will not never know how big the love of our parents against us until we become parents. The most important thing to do in this world is to get the food, beverage, and someone who loves you. Love looks through a telescope, being jealous, looking through a microscope. Where there is great love, there are always miracles. Better mistaken love than never at all felt love. When you're sitting with a pretty girl for 2 hours, you feel it's just a minute. But when you're sitting on top of the fireplace stove, you find that 2 hours. That is what is called the law of relativity. It's the best and most beautiful things in this world cannot be seen or touched. They must be felt with the heart. The way to be ahead is getting started now. If you start now, next year you will see many things that are now unknown, and you will not know the time of your waiting. Many failures in life because people do not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. If you love someone, let it go, because if he returns, he will be yours. But if he does not come back, he never be yours. Love is absolute loyalty. People fade, looks fade, but loyalty never fades. You can depend on certain people. You start to love not because finding a perfect person, but by seeing the perfectly imperfect. When you're in love, you cannot fall asleep because reality is finally, obviously, than the dream. Everyone does not need to be ashamed of never making mistakes, as long as he became more thoughtful than before. You don't want to get stuck in a rut where you are going to class during the day, studying, and going to sleep. Even you think you don't have enough time, just do something. Do something today that your future self will thank you for. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello.